We've all been there. You're chatting with someone, maybe a new coworker, friend's friend, or someone you're secretly hoping to impress. At first, everything flows smoothly. Small talk, polite smiles, a few light jokes, and then silence. That awkward, heavy silence where both of you glance around, searching for anything to anchor onto. Inside your head, one loud question echoes. What now? I've found myself in that exact moment more times than I can count. At weddings, coffee shops, awkward networking events where people clutch their glasses like a shield. And every time the same frustration would creep in. Why is this so hard? Shouldn't it be easier to just talk? Turns out it can be. Not by forcing yourself to be more natural or just relax, but by understanding that good conversation is not magic. It's a skill, one that anyone can learn, practice, and get better at. Most people think awkwardness means they're not confident enough, but that's not it. The real reason conversations stall is because we don't have a strategy. When you're with close friends, conversations flow because there's a built-in library of shared memories, jokes, and experiences. You never have to think about what to say next. It just comes. With strangers or new acquaintances, though, the playbook is empty. You're starting from scratch, and without a few tools in your pocket, it's easy to hit a dead end. One of the most powerful tools you can use is asking expanding questions. Instead of killing a conversation with a dead-end answer like cool or nice, you dig deeper. If someone mentions a recent trip to Dalat, don't just nod politely. Ask them what part of the trip they loved most. Ask if they found any hidden gems. Ask who they went with. People naturally open up when you show real curiosity, and each answer they give is a doorway to another story, another laugh, another spark. But it's not just about asking questions, it's about listening in a way that makes the other person feel truly heard. Most of us only listen halfway. We're secretly waiting for our turn to speak. But real listening, the kind that fuels great conversations, means locking into their words, their emotions, their energy. It means reacting not just with polite nods, but with genuine smiles, wide-eyed surprise, or shared laugh. It's about catching the little details, the way their eyes light up when they talk about their favorite book, or the slight sigh when they mention a stressful day. Those are the hooks you grab onto to keep things alive, real, and flowing naturally. And then, the golden move, finding common ground. Nothing turbocharges a conversation like realizing you share a love for the same indie band, or both binge-watch cheesy rom-coms, or both secretly despise morning traffic. Sometimes the connection is obvious. Other times you have to gently fish for it, telling a little story about yourself here, tossing out a random fact there. But once you find it, conversations stop feeling like a chore and start feeling like catching up with an old friend. Of course, even when you're doing everything right, silences will still happen. That's normal. That's human. A pause doesn't mean failure. Sometimes it's just two people feeling comfortable enough not to force anything. The secret is not to panic. Smile. Let the silence breathe for a second. And if you want to nudge the conversation forward, casually toss out a new thread. By the way, have you ever thought about simple, light, no pressure? Conversations aren't about performance. They're about connection. And connection thrives on curiosity, presence, and genuine interest, not perfect words or flawless delivery. The truth is, great conversationalists aren't born. They're made through trial and error, a little courage, and a lot of practice. You don't need to be the funniest person in the room. You don't need a bank of clever jokes or fascinating stories ready to go. You just need to be genuinely curious about the person in front of you. Ask bigger questions. Listen with your whole heart. Look for the sparks of connection. And when the conversation goes quiet, smile, because you know you're not failing and you're growing. Every conversation, every awkward pause, every laugh, and every connection is shaping you into someone who doesn't just talk, but truly connects. And all it takes to begin is one honest, curious question.